So this mom wanted to find a good woman for her son. So she decided to post him on TikTok, hoping to find him a nice young lady. However, her plans backfired. People actually questioned his sexuality, and it turns out that he might be a scammer. Let's get into it. This is my son. He's so sweet. He goes to Costco with me and likes to cook. And no, he does not live at home. And he has a good sales job. And he's 24 years old, 6'2", and single. Calling all good girls that's are single and want a good man.
What are you doing?
Hey, ladies, my son is single.
Is this
Say
Bona?
hi, Devin.
Bona Mama. Bona Ma'am? What is this one?
Oh, he's so sweet. He goes to Costco with his mommy. See? Ladies, y'all better know when a good man. Listen to the mother.
And some of the biggest hoes go to church and Costco and grocery stores with their mama and grandma. They even take out their trash on certain days. That don't mean he a good man. Oh my gosh. Him being like tall and skinny, I think that's how my youngest nephew gonna look. They actually have the same skin complexion. People immediately responded to her request. So the first comment that got the most like, his boyfriend gonna be aggravated when he see this. Please bring me back when that lady cuss y'all out. Y'all didn't hold her hand or nothing. He don't want a sister, but he cute. My mouth dropped. Mama, he has Daisy Dukes on and 2 earrings in one ear. He's sweet. Ladies, he's single. The Nile is a river in Egypt. She ain't been online since y'all stressing this lady out. The way he changed the subject when she brought up ladies. Why y'all outing him? And Daisy Duke's on. The closet is transparent at this point. Somebody hold her hand while they tell her. I don't like men with multiple piercings in their ears, but hey, to each his own. Maybe that's just his style. So this video went viral. It has 25.2 million views and 2.8 million likes. And it also appeared on his ex-girlfriend's friends FYP page, and she called him out for being trifling to her friend, and she also put the friend up on game, letting her know that his mother was broadcasting him to the world. Not my friend X coming up on my For You page. This man stole her social security number and tried taking out loans under her name.
Okay, very long awaited, ready to go. So just want to start by saying the comments in there, thank you guys. As an ex, the smile that put on my face, amazing. But basically I'm just gonna jump into it because I hate when people like talk a lot.
I do, and it start 25 seconds and you ain't started yet.
So me and the Costco man dated for 4 years on and off, and we had lived together at one point. We started when I was like 19. I'm like 24 now. 19, 20. Yeah, so when I was like 22 was when we cut ties. I haven't talked to him in like a year. Yeah, directly. I'll go into that later. But basically, where did I even start? Basically, we lived together. One day I was like just wanting to check my credit score. I was probably planning on moving or something like that. I don't remember exactly. And I checked my Credit Karma. It was maybe a 390 credit score. Mind you, I've never had credit in my life. Never had, credit cards, loans. I didn't even have my car, anything like that. I didn't have. I mean, mind you, I was probably maybe 19 or 20 when, no, I was probably 20 when this happened.
Man, your credit score 390, you ain't moving nowhere but back with your parents. Basically, we lived together and we dated for like 4 years on and off. So y'all had a toxic relationship. That's what that sound like.
And basically, sorry, that just like put me in a whatever. Basically I looked, 390 credit score. I was like, what the f? There was one thing there, it was called Citizens. There was no payments made on it. It was just all delinquent. So I'm like, what is Citizens? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look them up. Or maybe Credit Karma gave me like an option. I could call it if I wanted to. And so I called. And I was like, okay, hey, like I actually don't have a loan So what is this that's on my credit report? And, you know, the rep was like, oh, hi, Jameson. Like, yeah, you know, we've been trying to get a hold of you. We don't have the right number. I'm assuming he probably had put like a fake number. And, you know, this is for your Xbox. I just, right then and there, I was like, okay, cool.
He dirty.
So it's obviously Devin. And I don't.
If it's the new Xbox, which is the Xbox One, that's like $688. It's either $700 or $800 he done put on her card, which is trifling. You shouldn't be using nobody's credit or social security number without their permission. And for y'all that letting people put stuff in your name, go ahead and slap yourself, because they about to jack up your credit. Because my biggest question is, why couldn't he put it up in his name?
I remember if I asked him and I was like, hey, did you do this? Or if it was like I didn't ask him and I just knew he did it. I do know though, after I got off the phone and I was like, you know, what the hell? He was like gaslighting me into thinking that I gave him my social to do that, which doesn't make sense, because number one, if I did that, I would be tracking you making the payments, making sure you were making the payments. And number two, I probably didn't even know my social. I probably had written it down somewhere. Maybe I just started trying to memorize it. I don't remember.
You special individual, you. You do not write your social security number down and leave it just anywhere. You keep your social security number in a safe location. You shouldn't have been having no type of conversation with him. You should have been having a conversation with the police, because that's fraud. It don't matter if it's your boyfriend or not, because if he truly cared about you, he wouldn't be putting stuff in your name without your knowledge, and he wouldn't be skipping pay me. Y'all be letting some of these people off too light. If he steals from you, then that's it. You can't trust him.
But I for sure didn't know it. And again, I had no other credit. Thankfully, I ended up disputing that, you know, whatever. It was fine. But still, like, what the actual, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. And so, you know, that happens. Then other things start happening. Like, there was, like, a phone bill, too, where, like, a phone bill had shown up to my parents' house, and it was, like, $2,000 from T-Mobile. And it said, you know, Devin's name on it. I didn't even live with my parents, but they would be like, you know, what the hell? And so I would confront him about it. I mean, he thankfully ended up...
Hold on. So you don't live with your parents. She could be well off, and her parent pays her bills, supply her apartment, etc. And that's why she may not be able to handle these things for herself. Because I know, like, if you are trying to get an apartment, you need to know your credits, you need to know your social security number, you need to be on top of this stuff. And yes, she is young, but I also think that it's important to know just simple things, because you never know when something's gonna happen. I know most of the time we lean on our parents to like keep that information for us.
Paying that one, but every time I mentioned anything, like, oh, you don't take me on dates, he's like, oh, I paid the phone bill, I paid the Verizon bill. Like, thank you so much. Yes, I was dumb for staying with him. I completely know. I already know. It's not like I'm like, oh, you know, like, he was you know, it's my fault too for staying with him. I completely know. But I was also young. I actually don't even think it was like, even though we were together for so long, I think it was just like a trauma bond. I don't even think it was like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And he just had a girlfriend. Like, I don't know.
What trauma was y'all bonding over? You was dating him to tick your parents off? Is that what that was? You was with him and you let that man use and disrespect you. And honestly, if he really did steal your social security number, you still need to go file a police report. Because people like that, the only thing they do is escalate and you make it worse for somebody else. He needs to have that on his record. You shouldn't be cool with somebody stealing from you. Your credit score is 390. Him not paying off that Xbox or his phone bill just gonna make it worse. Why couldn't he put it in his name? I'm asking why. Like, I don't know. He probably didn't want that on his credit score, or his credit is already jacked and he couldn't get no credit cards in his name.
I'll go into that in a second. But also I want to mention, just recently, like I said, I haven't talked to him in a year. Just recently, I received a U-Haul of
He jacking you up, huh?
A bill for $500 in my name that he took out. I asked him to pay. He said he would pay. He never ended up paying. So of course I paid. I paid for everything. Like you know what I mean? Like it's a joke. Like it's literally a joke. Men like that are the reason why girls are traumatized. Like literally what, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
No, I don't know what you mean, because you sitting up there choosing to be stuck on stupid. You ain't been with him in a year and still getting mail with him using your social security number consistently? Ain't no freaking way. Actions speak louder than words. Teach people how to treat you. You young, you 24 years old, you should not be letting that man play with your credit and keep getting away with it. You let that man use you as a wallet and a dump, because ain't no freaking way. You can do better.
And moving on to the girlfriend thing. Also, I get phone calls every day about, bills, toll things, you name it. I mean, I, at this point, should get a new phone. And I almost did get a new phone because of his, I thought that, I don't know. But
also, if he have anything in your name, because it is in your name, you can shut down all of that. You can close his T-Mobile account. You can close a U-Haul account.
Basically, his last girlfriend was psychotic, would text and call me from 8 to 10 different numbers per day, threatening me, threatening my family, threatening everyone, literally everyone. I literally bought a weapon, like a full-on taser to go out of my house, because we live in a small town and I know that I could see her anywhere and she's crazy. I don't want your man. I don't. Like, I know how I was treated. I don't want to be treated like that again. Like, I know how you're getting treated. Do you know what I mean? And I think why you guys thought he was gay is because he's like avoiding the dating conversation or the looking for whatever. I think it's because he's still dating that girl. Because that girl just texted me or called me or spammed me recently. And I'm pretty sure that's probably what happened. But I have a million other different stories I could get into about the situation. But yeah, so if anybody has any, obviously everything's paid for and taken care of now. But I'm like, can't get that stuff back, can't get your time back, all those things. But I will say, like, it's made me, let's just say I've been very picky with who I date since.
I wouldn't be shocked if her and Devin still mess around, because she ain't over that nigga. He come knocking at her door, she would welcome him back in. Devin like white girls. That's what Devin like.
So, yeah. Okay, bye. Also, like, your guys' comments, I'm like, I don't know if I'm being gaslit now. Like, I'm actually confused. I'm like, is he gay? Because why is there comments saying that he was getting hit up on Grindr? What?
I wouldn't be shocked.
What? I mean, there were signs. Just kidding.
You ain't kidding. He might be getting hit up on Grindr. You gotta watch these people. You gotta be careful out here in these streets. You gotta be familiar with what's going on their phone. If you hear a certain sound, Grindr got like a certain notification sound that you need to familiarize yourself with. And then also, some of y'all need to do some deep dives in some of these people that you dating. Always be safe. If you even think there might be something there, you might want to look into it. Because people be out here lying and playing with people's lives. Whoever said that he liked white girls, y'all was right, but carry on. You not good at telling stories. DL men are evil, but not me ended up on here being nosy from the DL men at the store. By the time you finish the story, Devin had scammed 3 other women. Just kidding, I'm sorry this had to happen to you. I know he mad as F his mama posted him. No, baby, it's a crime. I press charges. Exactly. Do not allow someone else to put you in that. They out here enjoying these freedoms and you getting up here stuck with a bill that they ain't willing to pay. And they favorite line, oh, I'm gonna pay it, and they never get to that part. Like, I don't care if they family or not. Them the ones that really be playing with your credit score. I got a few. Can't sign for that because I already know you don't like paying your bills. Alright, so the mother responded and she did it live. Unfortunately, she got banned and then nobody screen recorded, so I couldn't get it. But based on the comments that I have read, she said that this girl cheated on her son and dogged him out. Now, I would take what she say with a grain of salt because Devin is a mama's boy and they always gonna stand for their sons. No matter what they did. They be cheating. They be bringing multiple girls to the house, meeting the family blase, blase, and you'll never know any different. Trust me, I got a few hoes in my family.
Hi, so just coming on here really quickly because apparently his mom's going live and saying that I cheated on him 3 times and that I'm a bitch. A grown woman calling me a 23-year-old girl who basically was a mother to her son for 4 years because she didn't want him in her life.
Ma'am, you can't even be a mother to yourself. You don't even remember your social security number. Now, you may have felt like his mother because you was up in there paying his bills and paying for everything, but that was just because you was out here being stuck on stupid. Not his mother calling me a B, are you?
I just want to say I've never cheated on anyone. I also want to say, since his mom wants to bring me into this, call me a whatever, she knew about everything her son was doing. Didn't care. I'll actually insert some cute little pictures. Just a moment. Here is the video. Pause to read if you'd like.
Can't imagine this is a serious crime your son has chosen to partake in. Identity theft and fraud is not taken lightly. Rather than go the legal and criminal route with Devin, our hopes are that you contact him and get him to immediately turn over all accounts illegally obtained in my daughter's name so we can handle paying them off or dispute them, and ask that he ceases all communication with our family at this point going forward. If we can do that, we will consider this matter resolved. Otherwise, we will be forced to go to authorities, which is not our first choice at this point. Please let us know if there are any additional accounts we need to resolve. Thank you. First and foremost, this is your parent texting her. Your daddy did this. And then you talking about you being a mommy to somebody. Stop the cap. Your daddy have stepped in and handled the matter as he should, because you are his daughter and you are young. And I'm glad that he did reach out to his mother, but I also feel like y'all should have went the legal route, because this isn't his first time doing something like this. Jameson, I will definitely tell Devin this is not okay. Please tell your dad that I'm sorry about Devin's action and disappointed. I will pass along your text from your dad to Devin. You know, we try to, your daddy running stuff over there as he should. Nah, sir, go ahead and call the police.
Like, this is just a little short thing of it. So anyway, countless times he's been warned, told, his mom's been told. We've sat down, had conversations about other things that I'd rather not get into because I don't want him to have his life ruined for the rest of his life.
If you gonna spill the tea, spill the tea. Don't get over. I'd rather not talk about it. Why not? I don't want his life ruined, but you just called him a scammer. You just revealed that he stole from you. Go ahead and ruin the rest of his life. Why y'all be having sympathy for these clowns? Y'all be showing them sympathy that they don't deserve. He stole from you. Go, man, go.
But I mean, as you can assume, they're not great things. And for me, for you to say, or for whoever to say that I cheated on him 3 times, anyone around me will 100% validate the fact that I have never cheated on anyone in my entire life, nor would I. So
everybody around me would say that too if I was a cheater. What is wrong with you? You think my family would rat me out? Nah, they gonna be like, nah, she don't cheat. She faithful, 100%. But in the back of my mind, it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no Igga ain't got me. There you go. I ain't married. Even if you was a cheater, that don't give him the right to steal your identity and commit fraud.
Just because you're upset that maybe people are, realizing the truth about someone in your family, that doesn't give you a right to go and spread lies about someone. Like, it's concerning that, I'm sorry, an adult woman is doing this. And it's scary because, again, she knows all of this has happened. And this is exactly why I feel like people are, scared to stand up, because for reasons like this. Like, now I have to defend myself over a lie that never even happened. And, it's just a joke.
Some of y'all you didn't even have to acknowledge that was your ex. Batman couldn't get that out of me. You saw clout and captured it. You better go down to the police station. And this is a grown woman, ma'am. You grown too. What did you think? He a mama's boy. Of course she gonna come out and defend her son. Y'all a little bit too lenient with people. And I'm dead serious. Do not have multiple conversations. Go down there and press multiple charges. The only people that you need to be having multiple conversations with is the police and your lawyer. lawyer so they could teach Devin to stop stealing. Actions speak louder than words. And the actions that he been receiving show that he ain't learned nothing yet. They said the mom knew she tacky and trifling like her son. I don't give a F if you cheated 100 times. Stealing your social security number is crazy. Facts. Some of y'all gotta watch these mama boys, cause some of they mamas be setting y'all up for failure. They already know how they son give it up, and they sick of him, so they want to put him off on somebody else, and they want you to be taking the brunt for the fool that they raised. She know her son ain't worth 2 cents. As always, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Stay blessed.